Alright, Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem Rakakudash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone who rule well and teach well. And peace and blessings to the elect out there that's pushing this word in all truth and sincerity. Alright, starting with the elder apostle Ariamlab, this video surfaced of, a hearing of the House Committee about the rise of domestic terrorism. And it mentions black Hebrew Israelites, right? And, it was an edifying video, alerting brothers that, persecution is coming, demonization is coming. And, although, and with that being, true, man, it's not something to fear, though, all right? Like, at all, man. Because we have, the spirit of Yahweh Shem Shai on us. And Yahweh Shai spoke of that. He warned that, persecutions were coming, but he also said, like, you're blessed when that happens, and you shouldn't fear it. And I'm going to start by reading Luke 21, and I'm just going to jump to straight to the point at verse 12. It says, "But before all these, they shall lay their hands on you and persecute you." Because Yahweh Shai, and actually let me start at verse 10. It says, "Then said he unto them, Nation shall rise against nation, and kingdom against kingdom." And if we've seen a glimpse of this, because this was when Yahweh Shai was, talking about the end time signs, and we've seen, glimpses of this, but it's also going to intensify, nation against nation. At the beginning of 2019, you had a World War III scare because, America killed their Iran's top general. And don't think for 1 second that Iran forgot about that. There's still tensions going on over there in the Middle East between Israel and Palestine and Iran and Syria and all those little proxy wars going on over there in the Middle East. But then also kingdom against kingdom, which is the same thing as nation against nation. But then you also have, uprisings in civil unrest, within, people's own nations, and we've seen a lot of that, here within the United States of America, with the whole Black Lives Matter protest and turning violent, and then, also the Trump protesters or that, stormed the Capitol Hill. And that's really what, a lot, they were talking about a lot in this video too. But, although that's going to, like I said, that we got a glimpse of this, because that's going to intensify, all right? That is just the beginning. It says, "And great earthquakes shall be in diverse places, and famines, and pestilences, and fearful sights, and great signs shall there be from heaven." And that's, we see glimpses of this, Great signs shall there be from heaven. We had, let's see, I think it was 2018 when we had a solar eclipse. And then, more chariot sightings, which are so-called UFOs, blood moons, and, all sorts of stuff. But mainly those great signs are going to come from those chariots, all right, which are so-called, UFOs, more commonly known as UFOs. But they're actually chariots or vehicles of, the angels, right? But, earthquakes in diverse places. Famines, there's, that's coming, the snowstorm, that's part of natural disasters causing famines. I think here in Memphis, we're still under a boil water advisory, because they're saying the water system is, fucked up with something, and that's part of pestilences. And it's going to increase. These are just the beginning signs. It's going to intensify. But then, verse 12, it says, "But before all these, they shall lay their hands on you and persecute you, delivering you up to the synagogues and into prisons, being brought before kings and rulers for my name's sake." Hey, that happened in the time of Acts. The Acts of the Apostles. They laid hands on them, brought them before certain judges and whatnot, and they told the apostles not to preach in the name of Yahweh, and they said, "Hey, we're gonna do it anyways. We rather obey the Most High than man." And the guards, beat them up and cast them out. And then verse 13, and it says, "And it shall turn to you for a testimony," and that was a testimony you know, um, for the apostles. It became a testimony that they were beaten for Yahweh's namesake, and then there's a testimony to the spirit of Yahweh Shai dealing with the apostles, because they weren't really afflicted like that. They suffered some beatings, but hey, at the end of the day, they were like they're all right. Verse 14, "Settle it therefore in your hearts, not to meditate before what ye shall answer, for I will give you a mouth and wisdom, which all your adversaries shall not be able to gainsay nor resist." Yeah, and this is a point that I want to make, that I want to point out, because in this hearing testimony, they say black Hebrew Israelites, right?
Madam Chair, without objection, I would like to introduce into the record an article from August 29, 2008. It's a report from the Southern Poverty Law Center about the black Hebrew Israelites, entitled "Racist Black Hebrew Israelites Becoming More Militant," and also a 2019 SPLC article describing the New Jersey attack and the militancy of the black Hebrew Israelites.
Without objection.
That was it. That was a little, what they say, 15 minutes of fame. Because this thing is 3.5 hours plus long. And, for 12 seconds, they mentioned black Hebrew Israelites. But with that being said, I went to the Southern Poverty Law Center and, tried to look up, Great Millstone and what their, hate group ideology was, and it's no longer black Hebrew Israelites. It's general hate, because I remember the last time I did a video on, how Great Millstone is in the Southern Poverty Law Center as a hate group. I was like, how am I in a black supremacist hate group? Like, it doesn't make any sense. So at least they changed it. But hey, that's because we addressed that with the scriptures, and that's part of the Lord putting his Luke 21:14, "Settle it therefore in your hearts, not to meditate before what ye shall answer, for I will give you a mouth and wisdom, which all your adversaries shall not be able to gainsay nor resist." So all their persecutions and slander and whatever they want to pin on us, hey, the Most High will put his wisdom in us that our enemies can't gainsay or resist. Just like, hey, what happened with Paul and the apostles when they were taken in for preaching in the name of Yahweh Shai. They said, "We rather obey the Most High than man," and they couldn't really say anything against that. Just like how they try to deem us as a black Hebrew Israelites and black supremacists. Well, now they have to put this umbrella term, general hate, which, hey, a general hate group. I clicked on it and I was like, man, you can put this on anybody. Anybody that has is skeptic about the government can fall under this. That general hate. These groups peddle a combination of well-known hate and conspiracy theories. Dude, in 2020, who isn't a conspiracy theorist? For real, like you can talk to people in the world, and they're probably gonna have a grocery list about certain conspiracy theories, and you can't say that who who doesn't hate a certain group. You got Democrats that hate Republicans. You got Republicans that hate Democrats. Shit, you got Tennessee Titan fans that hate Jackson Jaguar fans. You know, you got college football fans that hate Crimson Alabama. Everybody hates them. Are they a hate group? They hate a certain group. Like this, it's such an umbrella term. It's laughable, So don't. Yeah, it's just laughable, man. In addition to unique bigotries that are not easily categorized, several of the groups seek to profit off their bigotry by selling a miscellany of hate materials from several different sectors of the white supremacist movements. See, so now they have to they're clumping together all those Project Megiddo um, ideologies, you know. So now, if you if you fall under this category of general hate, hey man, you're a domestic terrorist. But yeah, it I'll try to. You can look into it for yourself, but yeah, and this is why you shouldn't fear, man. Although, hey man, because um, all the demons that try to discourage us from the faith, to all the scoffers out there, man, like you don't think we have to deal with like bigger demons within our own minds, man. We talk openly about how we suffer sleep paralysis demons, man. So they, fuck all the scoffers, man. We have to deal with spiritual demons in high places. Um, uh, our weapons are not carnal. This is 2 Corinthians 10:4. For the weapons of our warfare are not carnal, but mighty through the Most High Yahweh, to the pulling down of strongholds, casting down imaginations and every high thing that exalteth itself against the knowledge of the Most High, and bringing into captivity every thought to the obedience of Yahweh Shai. Every thought, man, every ideology that goes through our own brains, we filter it through scriptures. So there's nothing that you can say or pin on us that's going to discourage the elect from the faith. Lord willing, brothers be myself included, Lord willing, we be a part of that elect number. That's why we make videos, is because we have hope. We hope to be a part of that elect, the 144,000 written about in Revelation, the 7th chapter, the ones that are worthy for salvation during the Jacob's trouble and those thermonuclear missiles, man. But yeah, the point is that we have to filter every thought, man. So there's nothing that you scoffers can say or try to pin on us. Demonization, it's not gonna it's not gonna work. Verse 16, and ye shall be betrayed both by parents and brethren and kinsfolk and friends, and some of you shall they cause to be put to death. Yeah, and me myself, personally, I have plenty of personal testimonies of family members trying to discourage me from this faith. So how much somebody that's really close to you trying to demonize you and tell you that you're crazy and stuff, hey, that's far worse than some whatever trying to call us a domestic terrorist or Black Hebrew Israelite. Bro, I've owned family members that think that I'm in some black cult. Like, how the fuck can I be in a black cult, man? But but hey, through the Spirit, like we the elect are gonna endure all of those trials and tribulations. But and yeah, some of us will be put to death. But let me grab Matthew because I always grab this. But hey, it rings true and it's always encouraging. Matthew 5:10. Blessed are they which are persecuted for righteousness' sake, for theirs is the kingdom of heaven. Because at the end of the day, like, everybody's gonna be persecuted and suffer. Everybody has, shit to deal with. But what are you willing to suffer for? For me and my household, we rather suffer for Yahweh Shem Al Shai. Choose ye this day. Let me grab that. Joshua 24:15. And if it seem evil unto you to serve the Lord, Yahweh Shem Al Shai. So if you really think that it's evil, that what Great Millstone are telling you, if you really think it's like a general hate group, although we just say, we speak according to the scriptures, we go into history. If you think that's evil, then choose ye this day whom ye will serve, whether the gods which your fathers served that were on the other side of the flood, or the gods of the Amorites in whose land ye dwell. And this what it's saying in today's terms is, hey, look, if you think it's good to serve Islam, or be a Catholic or Jehovah's Witness, hey, go for it. But as for me and my household, we will serve Yahweh Shem Al Shai. Hey, and that's the confidence that we have. And that's the extent of so-called freedom of religion that we're okay with, because at the end of the day, like, it's the Most High's will anyways. There's some vessels that are created for destruction. You're going to have people that will never understand this truth, and we're okay with that. Just like uh, Elisha, when he was, man, what group of, was it the Philistines? When they made like a bet, pretty much, to whoever could pray to their God and light the altar, that's whose God was real. And Elisha, of course, won that battle, but he was also taunting them. He was like, cry louder. Surely there your God lives. He was taunting them, man. And that's how we are, man. Hey, if you think your God is right, hey, go ahead. But we know, because we're confident in Yahweh Shem Al Shai. We've been through stuff and called on Yahweh Shem Al Shai, and he was there, delivered us out of there. We believe on the scriptures. We believe that in due time, in the times to come, when we're in these trying times, we're going to be delivered by Yahweh Shem Al Shai. When thermonuclear missiles are shot off, we believe that we're going to be all right. We believe that, Yahushua is going to come back with his host of angels, with his chariots, the so-called UFOs, and deliver us from those missiles, man. That's our confidence. And for the people that don't want to believe that, all right, keep it moving. Don't waste your breath slandering us, calling us crazy. Anyways, back in Matthew 5 and 11, blessed are ye when men shall revile you and persecute you, shall say all manner of evil against you falsely for my sake. Right, and key word is for Yahweh Shai's sake. Because everybody gets lied on from time to time. But again, what is it that you're willing to suffer for? For a career? Hey, we believe in life everlasting after this. We believe that there's a higher power that judges. We're not concerned with, ordinary people's thoughts about us. We're more concerned about what the report that we have with Yahweh Shem Shai. So we sacrifice it all in this lifetime to obtain that everlasting life with Yahweh Shem Shai. Verse 12, rejoice and be exceeding glad, for great is your reward in heaven. For so persecuted they the prophets which were before you. Right. Rejoice and be exceeding glad when that persecution is coming upon you. Because it's going to show what faith you have. In hard times, are you going to show forth that cool spirit? That cool, stable spirit? Or are you going to bug out? Isaiah 33:6, and wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability of thy times. Stability of thy times through persecution and tribulation. Because we're going to have that wisdom and knowledge of Yahweh Shem Shai. The fear of the Lord is his treasure. The fear of Yahweh Shem Shai, not the fear of any authority figure in this society. We don't fear that. Let's see. Is there anything else in Luke? I think I stopped at 17. I'm going to read verse 18. Luke 21:18. But there shall not an hair of your head perish, and your patience possess ye your souls. Yeah, and the scriptures talk about, let patience work its righteous work. Roughly paraphrasing. Let me grab that. Have her perfect work. Yeah, because, it's just trying your patience. Trying your integrity, whether you're going to hold on to Yahweh Shem Shai. James 1:4. But let patience have her perfect work, that ye may be perfect and entire, wanting nothing. If any of you lack wisdom, let him ask of the Most High, and that giveth to all men liberally, and upbraideth not, and it shall be given him. But let him ask in faith, not wavering. Yeah, because you can't pray to the Most High and be double-minded. He wants that full faith. You come to me, hey, you better have trust in him. For he that wavereth is like a wave of the sea driven with the wind and tossed. For let not that man think that he shall receive anything of the Lord. A double-minded man is unstable in all his ways. Yeah, because you can't pray to the Lord and not believe that he hears you. You're unstable. But yeah, the point that I was getting is let patience have her perfect work, that you may be perfect and entire, wanting nothing. So, hey, when we're at rock's bottom, we don't want anything else but to have, that wisdom and knowledge of Yahweh Shem Shai. Have that Rakak Radash on us. That's the only thing that matters in time of, suffering. Give me any plague but the plague of the mind, because we don't want to bug out. We just want to have that wisdom and knowledge of Yahweh Shem Shai on us, so that we can be stable through this persecution. Yeah, this is Revelation 2:10. It says, fear none of those things which thou shalt suffer. Behold, the devil shall cast some of you into prison, that ye may be tried, and ye shall have tribulation 10 days. And 10 just means, a set number. It doesn't actually mean 10. Like you might be talking to your friend, and or another example is when you walk into like a stadium full of people, or you see a group of people. This is a better example. You see a group of people. You don't really know how much is over there, but you can guess. It's more than five. It's like 7 people. You know, or it might be like 15, but you say it's like it's about 10 people. It's just like that. It's not actually a literal set in stone 10 days that you're gonna have to go through. It's just a set number, man. Might be 2 weeks, could be a month, could be 2 months. But just, hey, be thou faithful unto death. So whatever time you have to go through, just go through it. Be faithful unto death, and I will give thee a crown of life. That's the spirit that's on us, man. We know what's waiting on the other side. We know that we're going to be crowned by Yahweh Shai soon after all this, fucked shit, man. This dull ass life. We know what's coming. We know that an undescribable glory is awaiting after we endure this tribulation. Verse 11, he that hath an ear, let him hear what the Spirit saith unto the churches. He that overcometh shall not be hurt of the second death. And that second death is the thermonuclear missile fire, man. Nuclear warfare. So, you overcome that. You overcome that hour of temptation. You ain't got to worry about that nuclear warfare. But also, we're inheriting everlasting life. And matter of fact, let me get this. This is Isaiah 41:8. It says, but thou, Israel, art my servant Jacob, whom I have chosen, the seed of Abraham, my friend. There's another scripture that says, I will no longer call you my servants, but my friend. I'll grab it. Yeah, John 15:15 says, henceforth I call you not servants, for the servant knoweth not what his Lord doeth, but I have called you friends, for all things that I have heard of my Father I have made known unto you. Ye have not chosen me, but I have chosen you, and ordained you, that you should go and bring forth fruit, and that your fruit should remain. That whatsoever ye shall ask of the Father, Yahweh, in my name, so through Yahweh Shai, he may give it you. These things I command you, that ye love one another. Alright? So, hey, man, being Yahweh Shai's friend, Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai's friend, that's not a light thing, man. Oh, man. It's like, I'm kind of, get water in my eyes, thinking about that. The verse 9, it says, thou whom I have taken from the ends of the earth, and called thee from the chief men thereof, and said unto thee, thou art my servant, I have chosen thee, and not cast thee away. The chief men thereof. So, like, this is talking about the elect. Verse 10, it says, fear thou not, for I am with thee. Be not dismayed, for I am thy power. Don't fear none of that, man. Don't fear any of this. I will strengthen thee. Yeah, I will help thee. You you think the Most High is just gonna let his elect, just continue in this fucked shit? Hell no, man. I will uphold thee with the right hand of my righteousness. Behold, all they that were incensed against thee, all the people that want to slander us and scoff at us, all those people shall be ashamed and confounded. They shall be as nothing, and they that strive with thee shall perish. So the Most High isn't just going to allow us to be, straight up persecuted, man. We serve a higher power. Verse 12, thou shalt seek them, and shalt not find them. Even them that contend with thee, they that war against thee, shall be as nothing, and as the thing of naught. And you gotta love the, King James Old English, man. They shall be as a thing of naught. And when you look up this word naught, it's, a different spelling of this N-A-U-G-H-T, not. But the thesaurus, which means, other words, nothing, nothing at all, no point, no purpose, no effect. They're not gonna have an effect on us, man. Nil. For, the English, zero, zilch, zip, nada, diddly squat, man. They're gonna be a thing of diddly squat. Verse 13, for I, the Lord thy power, will hold thy right hand, saying unto thee, fear not, I will help thee. So, hey, that's the power, that's the relationship that we've been forming since we came into this truth with Yahweh Bashem Al Shai. Is, to win favor, serve him, man, so that we might be called friends. He's not gonna allow his chosen to just be cast away like that. He says, fear not, I will help thee. Another scripture that I get a lot is Sirach 2 and 10. But look that one up yourself. Fear not, thou worm Jacob, and ye men of Israel, I will help thee, saith the Lord, and thy Redeemer, the Holy One of Israel. So this is going into the spiritual power. And thy Redeemer, the Holy One of Israel, that's talking about Yahweh Shai. So fear not, thou worm Jacob, because right now we're worms. We're subjected to death right now. And ye men of Israel, I will help thee. And we're a worm compared to the power of Yahweh Bashem Shai. Saith Yahweh and thy Redeemer, Yahweh Shai. Behold, I will make thee a new sharp threshing instrument having teeth. Thou shalt thresh the mountains and beat them small. And whenever the scriptures talk about mountains, symbolically, it's talking about governments, power structures, powerhouses, so to speak. It says, and we're going to beat them small. It says, and shall make the hills a chaff. And whenever, chaff is like the excess of like a corn husk or, wheat. It's like the little dust almost. Yeah. Let's see. Husk, hulls, pods, shells, bran, shucks. It's like little leaves almost, but dried out. So it's like easily blown in the wind, right? Verse 16, thou shalt fan them, and the wind shall carry them away. So all the big powerhouses, the system, so to speak, that that we're subject under. Hey, the Most High is going to lift that standard, and it's going to be through his elect, give them spiritual power. Hey, to all those scoffers, I want to say that, see, he's inciting violence. Hey, if you don't believe in people getting superpowers, then you don't have anything to worry about. But because that's what we believe is, when Yahushua comes back and he's gonna give his elect men superpowers to do this. All right, because we don't have any power to do that right now, to beat mountains into small things. No, we need the spirit of Yahweh Shem Al Shah to do that. Thou shalt fan them, and the wind shall carry them away, and the whirlwind shall scatter them. And thou shalt rejoice in Yahweh, and shalt glory in Yahweh Shai. So yeah, man, don't fear this, man. Nothing to be concerned about. But hey, it is coming. Persecution is coming, but don't fear it. Don't fear it. So with that, Lord willing, this video is edifying and uplifting, to the elect. Once again, I'm going to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem Rakakwidash. Again, double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone who rule well and teach well. Peace and blessings to the elect out there that's pushing this word in all truth and sincerity. All right, shalom.